our white safety night, and we have Jason Jackman from USF Center for Urban Transportation Research. And basically what he does is how to figure out how to make transportation here in urban areas safer for children and your parents to get around town without the danger of cars and things of that while you guys are out there in your neighborhoods. Because you want to get safely from point A to point B, right? You want to make sure that you get from your home where you're safe to your destination safe. That's what Jason does full time. He figures out ways to help you guys do that. And what we're doing is we're going to tie in our word to reward, which I've been bringing up from time to time. This bicycle here, any one of you guys can earn this bicycle by volunteering to work here with our program, by participating in games, by doing life lessons, by helping Coach Wayne or Coach KP or Coach Joe, participating in our events. You earn points for that. You build them up, and you cash them in at the end of our winter session. And it's not just bicycles and basketball, sneakers, t-shirts, things of that sort, school supplies, stuff that you may need. So we're going to have all that, and that's what all this is part of. And we're going to be working more on that as we go along over the next few months. You can carry your points over. One thing that's very important in life is that when you earn something, you don't want to spend it all right then. Save some money, save some points. Find something you want. Want this bicycle. And for some of you older guys, it's not going to be this bicycle. You know, there could be other bicycles, something you like. But delayed gratification. In life, you want to save money as early as possible. Build that money up over time and create personal wealth. Who wants to be rich? Let me see a show of hands. Anybody not want to be rich? More money, more what? More money, more problems. More problems. You know, that's a good point. Because more money can cause more problems. But that's part of what delayed gratification is. It's earning something over time. If you come upon a lot of wealth, suddenly, there's actually a place called the Sudden Wealth Institute. It's in South Florida. And that's for people to win lotteries or inherit millions of dollars. And they get all this money, and maybe they didn't have all that money right off. Now, if you guys earned $1 million, you think you would know what to do with that $1 million?
Yeah.
What would you do with it? Well, what? Would you spend it all?
No.
No?
Buy a house.
Buy a house? Would you save some money? Would you save some money? You go to the mall. Anybody save some money for when you're retired? Yeah, there you go. Save your money. All right. So, without going into more detail on work to reward, guys, let's give a big Hiphop Basketball welcome to Jason Jackman.
Thank you. I just want to say this is a great program. I'm very happy to be here today. I'm happy to be in a gym. I haven't been on a basketball court in years. I mean, I got some game on the court. Probably not as good as you guys. Let's put it that way. I used to play basketball just to start off. When I was in middle school, I was the biggest kid, you know, and starter. All the other kids were younger than me. I think I was about 12, 13 years old. And as I got older, I wasn't so good at basketball, but if you stick with something, you definitely can persevere. One guy I used to play with in middle school actually went on to play for University of Florida to be a starting point guard. And he actually went to the NCAA finals and made it to the finals against Michigan State in 2001. But stick with something that you believe in, whether it's basketball, anything, you can accomplish anything. That's the idea. So what I'm here today is talk about safety, bicycle safety, pedestrian safety. And you may have heard this speech before about walking safe, but I'm here to say it's not safe out there. and we all have to be aware and alert whether you're walking or biking. So how many here think they're a pedestrian? Okay. All right. So half of the hands went up in the air, half didn't. Well, pedestrian is a person who walks. And if you're walking somewhere, to school, to store, yeah, we're all pedestrians. So we have to understand that safety is important for walking, especially for Sulphur Springs. Sulphur Springs is a walking community. I mean, there's just so many places to walk, but you have to do it safely. And I'm working with the Sulphur Springs Elementary and the Walking School Bus program right now. We have a couple parents leading groups to school, which is exciting because we need to get the kids safely to school, and that's the idea. Besides pedestrian safety, I'm also a lead cycling instructor with the League of American Bicyclists. And what I do is I go out and I teach people how to ride bikes. You may think you know how to ride bikes, but you probably don't. You know, there's a lot of rules you have to abide by when riding a bicycle. So, a quick question. Let's see. If there's no sidewalks and you have to ride on the roadway, maybe this road right here, do you ride with traffic or against traffic? With traffic. Why do you ride with traffic? Okay, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. You ride with traffic because you're basically considered a legal vehicle. Every law that goes with riding in a car goes with riding a bicycle. Before there were cars, there were bicycles. Did you know that the first roadways that were built in the United States were because bicyclists asked for them? They weren't for cars, they were initially for bicycles. So you gotta understand, this is the first real mode of transportation right before cars. And it's continuing today. There's groups that really support bike riding, and you know, you don't need gas for it. You ride a bicycle, right? So my next question. Right here I have a bike light. So whoever wins this bike gets a bike light. Is it illegal to ride without a bike light? What do you think? Yeah. No. Why do you say that? Okay. Well, you know what? I like the effort, the attempt. It's okay. She said, no, it's not illegal. Well, it's not illegal during the day. But if you ride at night, you can be ticketed for not having a bicycle light. And that's to increase visibility. And the reason why the law is set in place like that, because a lot of fatalities happen with motor vehicles and bicycle crashes. So yeah, it is not illegal during the day, but during the day, you have to, or during the evening, when it's dark out, you have to have a bike light. All right, let me see. How about this? If you're riding a bicycle, what age are you required to wear a bicycle helmet? Yeah. 8 and under? Okay, I'll give you a shirt. Any other guesses? Yeah. 15 and under? All right. Yeah. All ages? I like that answer. All ages. Yeah. 12 and under. Already guessed. One more guess. Yeah. 5 and under. No. All right. 35. Who said 16? That's right. You know, I'll give you my last shirt. Because I know you're like, oh, I just want to answer. I know the answer. It's 16 and under. 16 and under, you're required by law in the state of Florida to wear a bicycle helmet. Now, I'm a bicycle instructor, a lead cycling instructor, and I ride my bike to work, to school, and I can tell you right now, I don't get on a bike without a helmet. You know, some people don't like the way it looks, but when you fall down and hit your head on the ground, falling off a bicycle, you can cause major injuries, okay? Major permanent injuries. One person that, my coach for my cycling instructing, she says it like this: if you like drinking out of the straw the rest of your life, then don't wear a helmet. Because if you hit your head, you're going to have some major damage where you lose function, you know, you may not be able to think right. So wear a helmet when you ride a bike. It's really worth it. I'm not going to put this helmet on, but the way you wear a helmet properly, make sure it's even, and make sure it's snug on your head so it's not moving around. So that way of doing that is tightening the straps. You know, some people wear it like this, and you fall forward. This is a really sensitive area. I mean, you need to wear it pretty much level, and make sure that you're secure with wearing your helmet.
Yeah, so what's that to protect the chin?
The chin? Well, some bike helmets have the chin. Like BMX riders have the bicycle helmets that have the thing that comes down. But pretty much when you fall, you're falling head first. You know? Did you? Well, I mean, okay, and I'm sure that hurt because I'm sure having a broken jaw doesn't feel good. But you can repair them. That heals. You know, your brain doesn't heal. You know, when I played football in high school, all right, I played linebacker in high school, okay, and my heroes were John Lynch and Ronnie Lott. And all right, I'm wearing a helmet, and I had a few concussions. You know, my heroes really weren't a good example for playing football. They hit really hard. But even having that helmet, you have concussions. I mean, so just think, you just fall off your bike and have a little concussion. I mean, it's worth it having that helmet.
Who falls off the bike?
That's a good question. These are good questions, I tell you. Like, I usually don't get these questions. Majority of the crashes that happen, the injuries that happen where you have to go to the hospital, majority throughout the United States are by the fault of the bicyclists. They may lose their balance. They may
be drunk.
That's a big issue too. I can tell you right now, that's a big issue. And you know, the majority of people that get hurt and go to the hospital because of bicycle injuries, not kids. It's usually adults. And I'm going to say this right now because I'm here. Adults lead the fatalities in Florida for bicyclists and pedestrians. And in the state of Florida, we lead the nation. So I know that it sounds like, well, why are we hearing about this right now? I don't just go to schools to present. I go to everywhere to present this. I mean, I'm all over Tampa Bay. I go to high schools, middle schools. I go to businesses. I go to nonprofits. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. I usually have a PowerPoint presentation, but I know that the focus is right here on this orange bike, and this is what it's all about. You know, some of the safety things that you can do as far as getting a bike. Who has a bike here, by the way? Anybody has a bike? Okay. It's called the ABC Quick Check, and it's another reason why people get hurt because they don't check their bike before they go to school or wherever. The ABC Quick Check. So what do you think A stands for? Yeah. Air. Yeah. Air. You want to check you have enough air. I mean, I've seen some bikes on those rims before. I'm like, wow, I don't even go anymore. So make sure you have enough air in there. This one doesn't have enough air. What do you need? Brakes. Yeah. I've been amazed on how some students ride to school and the brakes are like hanging down, brakes are off. I mean, they just have to like Flintstone waves, keep their feet on the ground and stop. But make sure your brakes are okay. And sometimes they'll take it into the shop or someone at school can help you fix your brakes. But make sure your brakes are secure. And then C is chain. Yeah. One thing you can do to check your chain, all right, is just spin it around. Make sure it's flowing nice and neat. Working at the University of South Florida, I see a lot of students riding their bikes and their chains are all rusted. I mean, they're pretty much brittle and falling apart. What's that? Lemon? Why do you call
It ain't no chance.
It's a limited amount of time you got to bring that. Oh, lemon. I thought you said lemon. But you know, it kind of goes to your question. It's like, why are people getting injured? It's because they don't check their bikes. That's really it. You know, for the state laws, real quick, on riding a bicycle. Remember, when it's dark out at nighttime, white light in the front, red light on the back. Shh. Bicycle helmets 16 and under, but I recommend everybody have a helmet. ABC Quick Check, and that's it. I have a lock for everyone here. Well, whoever wants to like. So we have a light, you can install it really easy, bike lock. Oh yeah, by the way, bike lock. Don't lock your bike up at the front tire, because someone can just unhook the front tire. Put it through the frame. Lock it through the frame, so it's like, if they take your tire, you can see that. Alright, any questions?
How long you been doing it?
I've been doing this 5 years. Before that, I was at Hillsborough County Parks and Rec. Pretty much coaching for a long time before that.
Y'all got a website?
Yeah, it's called SRTS TV. Safe Route to School Tampa Bay. So it's SRTS TV.
I'll put that on the newsletter. What's that again?
SRTS TV. Yeah, and we're working with a lot of schools in Hillsborough County, and we're just trying to encourage students to walk safe to school, bike safe to school.
All right, Jason, thank you very much. I appreciate you coming out.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Guys, give it up for Jason. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Got a couple good ones in there for you.
Guys, have a seat.
Stay seated. Stay seated. Please, have a seat. Stay seated.
Good, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. If you don't mind,
No, I don't know.
That's awesome. Let's get to these.
Yeah, see me. All right. Okay, take care. Take care, guys. See you.